friends. Hopefully you can hear us. Sorry we were running late tonight. Time lost track of it. Was busy crocheting this really fun idea that I had for a gift for my brother. Um, Sorry. Ah, double time audio. Can't stand it. Anyway, so sorry we were running a little bit late tonight. Got lost in crocheting a creation that I don't think my brother watches my live stream, so I think it's like safe to show it. But I made this beanie. If you don't notice, it's middle fingers all over. Um, so got done with that. All of the little middle fingers actually glow in the dark, which is kind of fun. Um, and I just lost track of time. But yeah, so I originally thought that we had more than one cryptid to draw, and it turns out that I only didn't finish the Baba Yaga, go figure. Could have sworn I had two. Turns out it might only be actually one, uh, based on check marks, which is kind of like, can anybody else relate to the fact that you think that you've got a system to keep yourself in check for drawings, but then you realize like your system is completely flawed because you've got highlight marks, underline marks, check marks, and this whole entire book is from 2020. It's a drawing series that we did back in 2020 where it was Cryptids Worldwide, and it's kind of funny kind of revisiting something that you haven't seen in a while, and you're kind of like, huh, interesting. Completely forgot that this is what we did. Anyway, so I'm assuming Baba Yaga is the only one that we didn't finish, because that's the only one that I could find in the book that's actually a sketch and a sketch only, um, which is fun. Hi, me. Hey. Hey, everybody. Nah, just kidding. You guys are funny. But yeah, so we started drawing the Baba Yaga, apparently. Let me try to bring it up close. This camera's kind of interesting in that sometimes it decides to work and sometimes it decides not to work. Um, but this is what we got going on so far. I remember, give or take, what was at the top, which was I wanted to draw the hut chicken, the hut that basically is standing on chicken legs. So I can roughly see, I drew out chicken legs, and then I think I was going for some sort of like bone fence, um, which I don't know if we're still going to continue with that idea, but we're going to go with the flow. So brought out a piece of paper because I remember why I stopped sketching this originally, and it's because I ran out of room. Anybody else can relate to that, where you have an idea, you draw said idea, and then you kind of go not realizing scale, and then you realize you don't have enough room to finish your idea. And so I stopped this idea originally, I remember, because I ran out of room and I had the idea to basically get some paper and add to it and just have to flip it down. So we're going to get into the process of actually adding the rest of the house and then inking, and I brought napkins in case I run out of ink because I haven't checked my inking pens either. So underprepared, but here we are all the time. Right? So that's my solution to the problem, is we're going to use this piece of paper to finish the said drawing. I could have sworn, like I said, I had two cryptids to draw, but apparently it's only one tonight. So Baba Yaga won. In case you don't know, every Thursday we put out a poll so you guys can suggest what we draw. Where is mystery jar? Mystery jar. So sometimes it's out of the mystery jar. So the last 3-4 times it's been our mystery jar, and it's been fun. believe me, but I'm kind of excited to actually finish a drawing that we never finished. So give me a few minutes to get my bearings. I need to find scissors so that I'm able to cut said paper down and then use tape to tape it down. I figure I'll tape it down once we have the drawing finalized, and I figure I'll ink it before I tape it down. That's the game plan. We might lose track of that game plan halfway through actually sketching out the idea. But I really do like what I have going on so far. It's kind of hard to see. See if you guys can actually see that. There you go. But kind of creepy looking old haggy lady. Then we've got a little bit, if you look up, kind of got the remnants of some chicken legs. And the tippy top, or rather the bottom of the house. Hey everybody, hey Gonzalez. Thank you guys for joining us. So this is what we've got going on so far. So we're gonna add more paper to get the rest of the house in. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to let everybody know on Instagram that we are live. So give me a minute to just switch over to a break real quick. It's going to play some music. I would suggest get your snacks, get that little to-do list that you want going. If you have something that you need to get done, or if you're writing something, or if you just want to join us in drawing, that's awesome too. So give me a second to let everybody know that we're going live, or that we are live, and we will get to sketching here in a minute once I find the scissors. Alrighty, so we let everybody know that we're going live. So hopefully music gets turned on once I switch over. We've procured the scissors. I think we've got all the supplies that we need, which is kind of surprising because sometimes we completely forget supplies. Anyway, thank you for all the thumbs up. Seriously, guys, you guys are awesome. We haven't even started drawing, and you guys are like giving thumbs up. I appreciate it. We've got our scissors, we've got our pencil, we've even got napkins in case we run out of ink, which is totally possible considering I haven't checked my inking pens. Okay, yeah, we got ink. We got ink. Hopefully it lasts. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I think I'm gonna hold off on actually cutting the paper to figure out how much paper we actually want. Um, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the edge to figure out how much we still need. So I think I'm gonna keep going. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm doing pretty dang swell. I think so we can always cut off from the bottom. So I think I like where this is going. Granted, I started sketching this when we were testing out live streams, so it's been interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna turn on the music, and I think I've give or take got the size that I need. So I'm gonna turn on the music. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And we will look up, I guess, when we feel like taking a break. So don't get discouraged if we don't answer right away. And we greatly appreciate anybody who's liked the video so far, even though we haven't even started. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can do this one justice. I've been holding off on doing the Baba Yaga just because I don't think I can do it justice. But I'm willing to give it a shot because hey, the poll spoke and that's what we're drawing. So I'm going to turn on the music and get to
Treat them now.
Internet. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Uh, we've been drawing for over an hour, or rather, coloring for over an hour. Thank you to anybody who's tuned in. I really like how this turned out. Granted, I think I want to add a little bit more shadowing to it, but I think I'm going to hold off until it dries. I don't know about you guys, but me with alcohol markers, it's kind of like a new medium that I've been messing with recently and adding a little bit more color to my ink drawings. And sometimes I don't know when to stop, and sometimes I'm afraid I'm just going to go a little too dark. But I like how this turned out. I really love how the eyes turned out. I don't know if I want to add any shadowing around the eyes just yet. But yeah, this is our version of the Baba Yaga. I really like how it turned out, and really enjoyed finishing this guy up. I think we are actually done with our Cryptids Worldwide series. I really love how I saved this drawing. Granted, it took a little bit of a learning curve to figure out what did we actually draw, but we figured it out. I really like how it flaps down, and we kind of saved the idea of not having enough space. So if you ever run into that situation where you don't have enough space, you can always add paper. Just remember that. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you to anybody who tuned in to watch us draw live. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes on this video. It really helps us out greatly. If you enjoyed watching us draw the Baba Yaga, then definitely consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, and we greatly appreciate anybody who helps us on that endeavor. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We're just going to check the comments. Watching before I pass out. Haha, so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a cool solution. Dude, Matt, I know. I remember stopping and sketching the drawing, um, because I ran out of room and I didn't know how I was going to save it. Granted, I had no clue what I drew down towards the bottom, and I'm kind of glad I pieced it together, because sometimes sketching lines is kind of like squiggles that don't make sense, especially when you walk away from them after a while. And sketchbooks look awesome with special pages like that. Definitely, they do. Kind of reminds me that I want to do more stuff like this, specifically like in like the realm of like book arts and like zines. I think I want to have more pop out pages like this. I'm going to be turning this guy into a zine, um, eventually, so it'll be added to my collection of zines. But yeah, anyway, I am slowly falling asleep. I thank you to everybody and anybody who tuned in tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Like I said, if you would like to watch more drawings like this, then definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we go live every Saturday. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If this is your first video that you're seeing of mine, my name is Alethea. I go by the artist name Ink Eater. If you like watching, if you like listening to conversations on music, horror, or watching creations come to life, then definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are having an awesome night wherever the heck you guys are at. And I hope you got something done tonight. Anyway, bye.